Every time you hear the horn, you know what I want. It's time for the update compliments of CCRP. Welcome to the episode for Sunday, January 26th. That will make chapter one of 2025. The CCRP was created to empower, celebrate, and protect Jamaica's seniors. They offer many benefits. Visit our website at ccrponline.org. CCRP Update is brought to you by J&GI Silver Shield, the best choice for auto and property insurance exclusively for CCRP members. Contact Gallagher Insurance Brokers or J&GI for best value and a boatload of benefits. In today's CCRP Update, Mrs. Nina Peters, JN Bank Business Relationship and Sales Manager, will provide information on the services they provide for seniors and what seniors should expect when they visit a branch of JN Bank. But of course, as usual, first we've got a little family business. 3 items. Our CCRP Update sponsors J&GI offer their amazing Silver Shield plan for auto and property insurance exclusively for CCRP members. The auto plan includes free benefits from the Jamaica Automobile Association with valet service for vehicle registration, fitness, 24-hour roadside assistance, and discounted driver services. CCRP has over 100 CCRP discount partners, the latest being Palace Amusement Cinemas. You hear that? Palace Amusement Cinemas. I'm so excited. Okay, focus, Jerry, focus. And 3 restaurants. 3 more wonderful restaurants. CCRP members, check your email for more information. And if you're jealous, you need to be joining CCRP so you'll get all those emails and all that stuff firsthand. CCRP also offers 2 health insurance plans underwritten by Sagicor for our members. And we are dedicated advocates for the rights of seniors. And last Friday made our submission to the Special Select Committee of Parliament, working on the Elderly Care and Protection Act. Woot woot, that's amazing. On next week's program, we'll receive information on the legal document, Power of Attorney. And we will have one of our own, Ambassador Alun Ndambe Asamba, attorney and Director Emerita of CCRP. Now to the core of today's update. A great experience. Not the only product and services of the organization, a great experience is central to everything. It defines brands, it defines values, how you make customers feel, how customers feel when they come in. Well, in the case of JN Bank, how they make their members feel, because it's membership, especially those who are more vulnerable, such as seniors, will help determine their loyalty to the brand. At JN Bank, they have said and have demonstrated that they continually strive to provide all their members, including seniors, us, yes, with a delightful experience, not just a nice one, a delightful experience every single time they visit a JN branch to do their banking. That's some commitment. And to tell us more, because you want to hear more too, right? Yes, of course, of course. Yes, we have Mrs. Nina Peters, Business Relationship and Sales Manager at JN Bank. Welcome back to Palav, Mrs. Peters. You are, as Jamaican would say, you're forward again. Good to have you. Hi, Mrs. P. Mrs. Peters, is she with us? Is she listening? I'm not hearing. Hello, hello. Hmm. All right. Oh, all right. Hello, good afternoon, Mrs. Peters.
Hi, good afternoon, Jerry.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. We didn't see we were expecting you, so we're a little bit we weren't quite sure what next. But yeah, welcome, and we're all ears to hear about the experience we can expect as seniors at JN in, of course, JN Bank.
Yes.
Hmm. So talk to us.
Hello?
Yes, are you hear me properly?
Yes,
Yes.
go ahead,
Ye-
Jerry. I'm hearing you now.
Okay, okay, all right, good. Yeah. So start out with us. For many, of course, we have banking being a little stressful. Not because the people who are running the operation are necessarily, careless or not committed, but the needs are different. And if the needs are different, so are the expectations. It seems you've
True.
done a lot of work at Jane to try to make sure that you understand those experience, the experience needed because of the expectation. So walk with us. Tell us about what you do to make that experience smooth, delightful, and especially for people like me, the geriatrics, like me. I say that because my name is
The
Jerry.
very senior and
I,
wise
I'm trying, no,
people.
no, hold on, no. I'm trying desperately to be cute. So I say Jerry is short for geriatric. I'm embracing it. It's a good thing, man.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
happy to be 60, 61 in a few days if I survive. So I'm good.
Oh, wow. Happy
Mm.
birthday when it comes, Jerry. But
It will be.
indeed,
It will
senior
be.
and wise.
Yes,
Yes,
of
I know.
course. We embrace it, man. We embrace it. We're not very touchy and sensitive about being politically correct either, We live too long to, thank God, to be touchy
Yeah.
about every little thing. You know what
Yes,
I mean? Yes.
absolutely.
No,
But
sir.
indeed, the experience
Yes.
for seniors, oh,
Yes.
Jerry,
Yes.
we hold the seniors very dear to our hearts. Um, the experience that they will have, let me just walk you through that, Jerry.
Yes, please.
First, if they arrive at opening hours or before opening hours at our locations, we at a number of our locations have a seated area that they can actually wait comfortable, away from the sun and other elements. In other circumstances, we have had situations where we invite them into our banking hall or foyer, even though we might not be open to the public as yet. So they are, again, waiting, but comfortable where they're waiting. So it is important that they understand that, once JN recognizes, and most of them we know, we will invite them in to do their business. Another thing is that once we have fully opened, our seniors certainly are the first to be served. First. So, Jerry, we invite them in. We often know them by name, which is very important in our business,
Of
right?
course. Yes.
And they're given their ticket. And because we use an efficient queuing system, they're given their ticket and they're escorted really to the waiting area where they will be served.
Mm.
In some of our locations, Jerry, for example, our Mandeville locations, I know you have a lot of seniors listening from the Mandeville area. We
Hmm.
have a senior lounge there where they are served, they conduct their business exclusive, they have their own teller. So it's very private, and our seniors really do treasure that.
So you make me want to go back
They're
home. I was born in Mandeville and grew up in Manchester, so now I want to kind of leave town.
we have it in other locations,
Yes,
there's also our, if it is that you're in the branch, our member service officer will look out specially for our seniors. So we to render assistance, So we really, really are looking out for our seniors. Our seniors been with us for years and we love serving them in our branches.
wow. I feel it. I feel the love. I know some of us will have difficulties accessing the branch because of, physical challenges.
Hmm.
How do you, and I mean, it's a wide range, it could be something, even something that seems small to somebody
Yes.
who is not in that situation could be just very challenging. And the fact is
Yes.
that maybe if it is a physical issue, that doesn't mean
Hmm.
the senior is not sharp as a tack and a little bit concerned about getting ahead quickly, even though there's this delay. So, what
Hmm.
do you do to ensure that that gap is filled and we keep coming back?
Thanks for that, Jerry. Because it is true that some of our seniors aren't as agile anymore. Our buildings are so it has they have ramps, to access via wheelchair. But there are those who, yes, as you said, aren't necessarily disabled, under the law, but have difficulty probably climbing a staircase,
Right.
for example, and our team members often exercise mindfulness in these situations. For instance, where this service needed is only on the upstairs of the branch that occupies maybe 2 or more floors,
Mm-hmm.
team members will oftentimes come downstairs to serve our seniors. And
Mm.
Jerry, to be honest with you, and if they are not able to actually access the branch, which happens sometimes, we will go to them. We will meet them where they are at
Oh,
JN Bank.
that's amazing. That's
That's
amazing.
going
Yes.
beyond
Yes.
for our members.
Amazing. Banking is transactional, but it's a lot more than that for an organization like Jane, which started out, a people-centered
Mhm.
type of structure anyway. It just become more progressively able to do a whole range of things to a full-fledged modern bank. But
Mhm.
it's really, really good about getting people in and out as quickly as possible. But the truth is,
Mhm.
it's a social activity. We're not going to be doing a lot out of the house necessarily or out of our communities, whatever. So we make it a day out almost because
Yeah.
many of us are not, if we're still working, but maybe not under the heavy pressure of the usual corporate or even institutional life. How do you help us to balance that on both sides?
All right. So, you want to be in and out. We want to serve you, irrespective of senior or not. But for the seniors in particular, the seniors, yes, they use the bank as probably a day out, as
Yes,
you
of course.
said,
Hmm.
and so we know them, Jerry. We expect them. We have the conversation with them, and oftentimes we know exactly what it is that they want to do. So it's an easy flow for our seniors. We tend to actually we know them by name, and so we will flow. Having some of them want to sit and talk while their transaction is being processed. We sit and we have that conversation. We get to know the children, the grandchildren, and so forth. And by the time that conversation is finished, the transaction is finished. But I tell you what, though, Jerry, that small conversation that our seniors do look forward to when they visit the bank over the years, it has added up to a huge conversation in us, getting to know our members and building that trust that is needed, when they're doing their finances. So that conversation has certainly helped us to build up trust and understanding and still provide the kind of experience that they expect,
Yes, true,
from
true.
JN.
And of course, banking is nothing without trust. Nothing. I mean, it's a lot
Absolutely.
more than trust, but if you take away the trust, the other stuff don't matter as much. Yeah. Yes, you'd agree with that, right? I mean,
I
it's a
do,
lot
I
more than
do.
the
It's
trust, but the
absolutely
trust is so,
important.
yeah. It's like saying the body is more than blood, but you can't live without the blood. You know what I mean? It's a bloodline, and
Right.
to be honest, I mean, not because you're talking with me here now, I tend
Mhm.
to tell the truth, and if it's not convenient, I don't bother say it. But is that I
Right.
felt I even before I got to my 60s, I always felt that difference inside of JN. It clearly is an institutional thing that is soaking into everybody now, which is it takes mindful action. An organization doesn't wake up one day and is like that because everybody's different.
Totally agree with you,
Yeah.
Jerry, because I tell you what, at JN Bank, we're from the grassroots, Jerry. You know that.
Oh, yes,
We're
yes, yes,
from the
yes, yes.
grassroots, and we hold dear to our hearts the persons who have helped to build us over the years. And yes,
Mhm.
that leads us directly to our seniors or white senior persons who are still our members.
Mhm.
We look at them, we look at what is it that they need, and we listen to them because they talk to us.
Right.
We put an emphasis in putting them first.
Mhm.
Not only in opening, but if we're having a program, we invite them in. They're first on our program.
Mm.
You know,
Yes.
we look at their needs. We actually say, listen, we have our JN circle, we ask our members, if you are interested in giving back to the community, if you have some time on your hands like that, come on, join our JN circle. Our seniors are first in line,
Mm.
you
Yes,
know, where
yes,
that is
yes.
concerned, where we go back and give back to the community, and they lead us. They have the ideas.
Hmm.
They have the
Yes.
know it all to get these things done. And so very, very
Yes.
active our seniors are in
So
our
the
community.
seniors
But
will.
not only that,
Yes, go
hello.
ahead. Go ahead, please.
Not
Yeah.
only that, we recognize some shortcomings in terms of possible using the computer. So we have computer classes in the past. In Montego Bay, we had at least 6 graduating classes, and that really helped our seniors in that area. And so we definitely are looking forward to doing it widespread. So if our seniors listening
Mm.
are interested in that, please go into your branch and tell them that you are interested in computer classes. We
Mhm.
will provide once we
Fantastic.
have the numbers up.
Amazing. And last one, talking a little bit about withdrawals and deposits and so on. The fact is that the banking experience in person is what is preferred usually by seniors. And in terms of withdrawals and deposits, many of us still like, especially some things we prefer to do with cash. I mean, we do the
Mhm.
transfers and so on, but what I'd like to call the touchy-feely type of transactions. We like to
Right,
look into somebody and hand
right.
them for some things, if not for all things. And but this makes us targets, so we have to adjust. How can
Yes.
you help us to, have that culture shift without feeling dislocated?
What we do at Jan Bank is that we normally we know and they speak to us. We know and we recognize how sensitive it is, and persons will be ushered into a more secluded area so that we can handle them carefully. Sometimes it is that we are aware before our seniors get to the bank that they're on their way, and so we know the family members that might attend with them. So we want, because we often know that, there are persons lurking around and so forth, but we want to make sure that you're not targeted. And so we take additional steps by giving you privacy when you do come in to be served in that regard.
Mhm.
And so we encourage our members, if you need that, just mention it. If you didn't mention it before,
Yes.
absolutely, we
Uh,
will give you privacy to do your transactions. But we
Fantastic.
encourage our members to try to use other alternatives in terms of, if it is the computer, and we can guide that kind of thing as well.
All right. And that looks like it for today, but thank you so very much, Mrs. Peters. As usual, you've been very clear and very helpful. And we really do appreciate your organization and especially your touch today. Exceptional. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jerry, for having me.
Bless
And if
you.
I can just say one other thing, Jerry,
Sure.
is
Yes.
that our seniors are not charged if they come in to do withdrawals or deposits.
Ah,
So there are
that,
no charges for them.
wow. So it's a nice win-win. Thank you.
It is.
Mrs. Nina Peters, thank you. Business Relationship and Sales Manager at JN Bank. And that's where we do a wrap for the special, always special edition of the CCRP Update. Of course, CCRP Update is brought to you, as always, on Sundays by JNGI. Silver Shield, the best choice for auto and property insurance exclusively for CCRP members. Contact Gallagher Insurance Brokers or J&J for best value and a boatload of benefits.